Hello everyone. Today we are going to see the performance of single phase fully controlled converter with and without freewheeling diode considering RL load. So this figure shows the single phase full wave fully controlled converter with RL load. The waveform is for supply voltage. Here as we can see, when during the positive half cycle T1 and T2 will be forward biased, and during this negative half cycle T3 and T4 will be forward biased. At omega t, when this omega t is equal to alpha, here T1 and T2 are forward biased and this thyristor T1 and T2 will start conducting. So the current flows from T1 load, T2 and then supply. The direction of current is IS, then T1 load, T2 and then back to supply.
Start.
So as we can see, when T1 and T2 are conducting, the output voltage will be equals to supply voltage, which is Vs. So when firing angle is equal to alpha, here this is firing angle, T1 and T2 are fired at alpha degree, so the output voltage is equal to supply voltage. At omega t equals to pi, T1 and T2 should be reverse bias, but as the load is inductive in nature, the output is not 0 at this instant, and T1 T2 continues to conduct till the second two thyristors, that is T3 and T4, are triggered.
Start.
Now when thyristor T1 and T4 are conducting at omega t is equal to pi plus alpha, so the direction of current is from T3 load, T4 and back to supply. At this time the output voltage is equal to minus Vs, and T3 T2 will continue to conduct till again the remaining thyristor T1 and T2 are triggered, that is at 2 pi plus alpha.
Start.
Now here in this figure, as we can see, only the difference between previous figure and this figure is that a freewheeling diode is connected across this load. Now with the help of this freewheeling diode, as we can see, at alpha degree T1 and T2 are triggered. So the direction of current is again same, T1 load, T2 and then back to supply. So output voltage is equal to supply voltage. Now at this instant, whatever from pi to pi plus alpha, at this instant whatever is the energy stored in this inductor is released through this freewheeling diode, and this freewheeling diode will behave as short circuit. So the output voltage across the load will be 0, which is shown here from pi to pi plus alpha. Output voltage here is 0. So whatever the negative spike which we were getting in the previous waveform without considering the freewheeling diode has been removed in this figure with the use of freewheeling diode.
Start.
Thus the negative voltage does not appear across the load and the average voltage is maintained positively. Thus freewheeling diode helps to improve average load voltage. Now let us see the actual practical performance of single phase fully controlled rectifier. For performing this experiment, following are the apparatus required. First one is the CRO for observing the waveform of output voltage, multimeter for measuring the voltage across load and the load. Here two options are there for considering load. Either we can use resistive load, which is a lamp, which is a purely resistive load, or we can use the combination of resistance as well as inductive load. And also the provision for freewheeling diode is there. If we want to connect the freewheeling diode, we have to use this 2 terminal, otherwise we can remove this 2 terminal if we don't want to consider the freewheeling diode.
Start.
Now first we will give the gate pulse to thyristor 1, then similarly gate pulse to thyristor 2, gate pulse to thyristor 3, gate pulse to thyristor 4, and here we will connect the load
Start.
Now after switching on the supply, following connections we have done. We have connected the load resistance and inductive load RL load in series, and connected the voltmeter across this load, and also the CRO terminals we have connected in order to observe the waveform of the output voltage. This knob is given here, this pot is given here to control the firing angle for positive and negative half cycle. Now we'll start the conduction. As we can see now, the firing angle, by varying this knob we can change the firing angle, and also the similar reflection we can see on the output voltage waveform. As we are increasing the value of the firing angle, here as we are reducing the firing angle, the value of the voltage goes on increasing. Now from this waveform we can see a negative spike is there in the negative half cycle. This is occurring because a freewheeling diode is not connected here in this case. And in second part of this experiment we can see after connecting the freewheeling diode, this negative spike won't appear. Instead of that, the output voltage will be 0, because whatever energy is stored in the inductor will be released through the freewheeling diode. So output voltage which we will receive will be 0. These are the observations which we are going to see. This VDC is the value of the output voltage which we are going to observe now. Like for this case, it is coming as 27.6. So suppose our first reading for this VDC observed is 27.8. Similarly, VDC we have to calculate by using the formula for single phase fully controlled rectifier, and also the firing angle we have to calculate from this CRO. Now calculated firing angle comes out to be 60 degree, and for VDC is calculated using the formula Vm by pi 1 plus cos alpha, where alpha is the firing angle. After putting all the values, the DC output voltage comes out to be 29.31 volts. So this is our calculated VDC. After comparing this to observed value and calculated value, we can see there is a slight difference between calculated and observed value. This variation may be due to the temperature effect on the resistance, and also the human error in oscilloscope calibration. Now in second part of the experiment, all the connections will remain same, only we have to connect the freewheeling diode across this load. So as we can see, we have connected this freewheeling diode across the load, and also we can see by changing the pot, the intensity of the lamp is increasing or decreasing depending upon the voltage. After connecting the freewheeling diode, we can observe the waveform of output voltage on the CRO. From this we can see, as I told you, as we can see, after connecting the freewheeling diode, there is no more negative spikes we can get in the output voltage waveform. The output voltage waveform during this period is 0 now. Same reading we have plotted on the graph paper. This is the waveform for supply voltage, and this is the waveform for without freewheeling diode. Here we can see, as we have seen in the CRO, negative spikes are available without freewheeling diode, and after connecting this freewheeling diode, this negative spikes have been removed, and the output voltage during this period is 0. Thus, the final conclusion which we can draw from this experiment is that a single phase full wave converter circuit rectifies output voltage pulses during both half cycle of the supply. It has been observed that the DC output voltage across resistive load which are observed practically are approximately similar to their corresponding values which are theoretically calculated.